Wagwan. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Hope you guys are good. Listen, man, it's late one. I ain't gonna lie. It is a late one. I'm just getting home. It's been a long day. But, you know, United keeps on uniting. You know, a lot of things are happening. So I say, you know what? Listen, man, I know it's a late one. Let me just jump in here. All right, let me just jump in here and see what we can uncover, what we can go through. Let me know, you guys, what you're talking about. Listen, people, I hope you watched the video I posted earlier. I know it says live, but I was not really live. I was on the road trying to get home, from the funeral and all. But hope you guys had a good day. Happy, what is it, hump day? Hope you guys are good, man. Let's go. Let's see. Who's here? Give me a second here. Boom, boom. I'm trying to see if I'm all situated. All right, cool. So yeah, listen. Today a lot of things happened. Victor Gyokeres, right? The way he started, Victor Gyokeres was pissed off with his a sporting family, right? He believed that the sporting family did not want to honor his so-called, not so-called, but he did not want to honor his gentleman's agreement, right? Now, this gentleman's agreement, guys, I really hope you watched the last video I posted, right? This gentleman's agreement was not really agreed with the president. It was something that the president had, in my interpretation after watching and try to understand what was going on, is it was something that was agreed with the agent and the sporting president. Say, hey, listen, this is what we're gonna do. This guy is 27 years old, right? He has a release clause of like 100 million, right? What we're gonna do, all right? I'm not gonna sit here and force people like us, United, Arsenal, Chelsea, whoever, the big guys, to come here and ask us to pay 100 million for a 27-year-old, right? That's what Sporting said. So they said, listen, I'm not sure that this is the Sporting president said, I'm not sure exactly. People, smash that like button. We're live now. This is real live. This is not pre-recorded. All right. Let me make sure that. Okay, you gotta put it something on the chat so I can respond to it. I don't want people to, the earlier was pre-record, but this is live. People smash the like button. But yeah, so basically, the sporting president had to come out and say, listen, man, this is not how we roll. We have integrity, right? Listen, we have actually gotten, we United and Sporting have a really good relationship, right? Cristiano, Amarin, Ugarte, you name it. We've got a lot of players from them, right? So, and it's one of those organizations that is very well respected in the world. So when this news was coming out, it's one of those like, obviously the sporting president had to come out and say, listen, man, this is not how we roll. All right, this is not how we roll. This thing was not agreed the way it's been put out there in the world. So he had to make some things straight. All right, so big up to him because obviously by him doing that, he kind of put a lot of things in perspective because he said, listen, we had a conversation, right? A conversation between the agent, myself, Gyokeres was not there, but the conversation was, listen, this guy, I know we have 100 million release clause, right? Now, guys, we know about release clause, right? Yeah, we dealt with it with the likes of Matthias Cunha, right? That release clause, you pay it, the play is yours, right? Now, Gyokeres had 100 million release clause, right? So, what Sporting did is because of how Gyokeres performed, they said, no, we're not going to exercise that because it doesn't make any sense. The guy is 27. Nobody's going to pay that money. So that's what we're not going to do. But as far as how much this team is going to play for him, it depends. It could be the likes of 50, 60, or even 80 million, right? In euros, right? And that's what he had said. So what does the agent do? Vienna, I think his name is. And the agent goes out there, of course, tries to put this message out there that, hey, oh, United, everybody in the world can get, if they can get Gyokeres for like 55 plus 10 in add-ons, right? So that is something that was never agreed on. So it's kind of messed up because it kind of throws everybody off. Because remember, imagine you are making a deal, you shake on it and say, listen, this is what we're gonna do, and then the other party goes out there and say, yeah, you know, we agreed that we're gonna do XYZ. Let's see, man. I'm not seeing your chat. Let me just make sure I have everything here sorted out. Guys, welcome to my kitchen. I'm in the kitchen, man. Listen, I needed something to eat. I was hungry after driving. It's been a long day, right? If you know, you know. So I say, you know what? I need to get something to eat. So I'm in the kitchen. And when I'm in the kitchen, I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to talk to my peoples when I'm in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So, yeah, welcome to my kitchen. So let's see here. Guys, let me know if you've had an amazing day. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Oh, let's see. I see free beats. Free beats. What's going on, free beats? Smash that like button, free beats. Welcome. I am Luther. This is Man United Central, and I appreciate you being here, free beats. Thank you so much for being here, Brody. Brody. All right. So, all right, cool. Give me a second here. I see. All right. I think I can see the chats. Give me a second. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna do that. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. People, make sure you smash that like button for. All right. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Let's go. All right. So yeah, let's move. So here, yeah. So basically, that's what happened. And the sporting president had to come out. Apparently, he had to drop from his vacation to try to come in and deal with this whole Gyokeres deal, right? So there's a little bit of a beef going on at Sporting right now, right? Now again, this beef that's going on, Gyokeres with Sporting, um, basically it's all to deal with the price that Sporting is willing to let him go, right? Sporting president said, "Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and let this bags man, this lethal striker, to leave for 55 plus 10. Ain't gonna happen. Meaning that 70 million you get the guy in euros, right? They were like, no, we're not gonna do that because this guy, he scores goals for fun, right? So, and he has had an amazing season. So why should we let him go for whatever crazy money like what 60 euros, whatever? No, we're not gonna do that. So it kind of makes sense, but so that means too that Yorke's agent, right? Yorke's agent, he was pushing that narrative out there that it could be 55 plus 10. Whereas, obviously, if you can push that and United, for example, puts that bid out there and the bid is accepted, the agent now can get more money, right? You can get more money because now you're selling your player at a lesser money, but you can kind of recoup huge portion of that the money because the rest can go in agents fees, right? So um, yeah, so we shall see where we're going to end up, right? Of course, other news was that when all this was things was happening, of course Gyokeres was like, I'm never going to play for Sporting ever again. Obviously he was pissed off because the entire time he's out there doing his job, banging in goals left, right. People, there's 11 of you here. I need to see 11 likes. Let's go. All right, welcome everybody. Smash that like button. Thank you so much for being here. I am Luther. This is Man United Central, and listen, it's a late one. It is about 1 a.m. in the morning. I just got into the house, but I was like, you know what? I gotta talk to the family. But yeah, so listen. So what happened is, yeah. So basically, it's one of those things that when um, Gyokeres, you can understand how pissed off he is because He knew, listen, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to score the goals. When the time comes, when the big boys come, United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, Real Madrid, PSG, if they come for me, they won't be subjected to that 100 million deal. And it looks like his agent went and told him, listen, yeah, they agreed to it. And they're saying it could be like as low as what, 50 something plus 10 million in add-ons, then we can get you a move, right? So that's what Gyokeres was going with. So right, so again, even Gyokeres himself was kind of, maybe this is me speculating, is maybe kind of not lied but not given the truth, right? So he was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do my part, but when the time comes in the summer, listen, I'm gonna get my move. But again, obviously, he in his expectation was like, yo, this is gonna be an easy one. I killed it this season. We won the tournament, the Portugal league, and it shouldn't be an issue for me to move to whatever club I want. But now the president is coming, sporting president is coming and saying, yo, 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 that's not what we agreed on. We're not about to leave you to go out there for like, what, 70 million. It's ridiculous, right? So what I'm thinking is, at the end of the day, we're going to end up paying maybe close to, if we go, we still with the we still try to sign him, we're going to end up paying close to like 80 million in euros. Now, how much is that in pounds? It's about 67 million, right? It's about 67 million. Now, honestly, 67 million for a player like Victor Gyokeres, a bagsman, proven goal scorer, I think it's still a bargain. Because, dude, we pay 62 for Cunha, right? So, what is a little bit more? Let's go. Danny. What's up, Danny? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. People, smash that like button. Stop messing around. Smash that like button. So, I know it's one of those that you were like, you're wondering, okay, cool. We need a striker, guaranteed, right? We need a striker, 100%. But how much are we willing to pay? Like, how far can we go as United, right? You guys let me know, man. You guys let me know, how much are you willing to spend for a striker, right? How much are you willing to spend? Is 67 million too much? That is in pounds, right? Now, again, you are getting a proven goal scorer. Imagine right now Robert Lewandowski at Barcelona. He is over 30. He's still banging in goals. So that's what you get from strikers. Strikers, they have a simple job, proper job to banging in goals, right? So you may be a striker, maybe a little bit older, but your skill level can be right up there, right? So Lewandowski is still killing it. Now, Gyokeres is 27. If we sign him on a 5-year contract, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, it's going to be in his 30s by the time the contract is over, right? Imagine how many goals he would have scored for us until then, right? Now, yes, he may not score 50 goals a season because it's the Premier League. It is a tougher league, a harder league. So he may not do that. But he is going to score us some goals. And what has been our biggest problem? Goals, right? That's why we're bringing in goals people. Gyokeres, Cunha, Mbuemo, right? We need those guys because they're going to bring us goals. People, smash that like button for Mbuemo coming in. Smash that like button for Gyokeres coming in if we can get it. Now, listen, before when the whole shebang was going on, we hear reports that Arsenal, who during this whole time, they looked like they were trying to finalize the Šeško deal, right? They're trying to finalize the Šeško deal. What does Arsenal do? We see reports from Portugal CNN saying that, Arsenal's agent is meeting with Gyokeres' agent, right? So, now again, Um, should we be worried about this? 100%. 100% because Arsenal have something to offer, something major, right? Arsenal, they're very close to winning the Premier League, right? They're very close to winning the Premier League. They were just missing those key pieces, a striker, right? So if Arsenal gets a striker, they can win the Premier League. But if Arsenal get a proper striker that works in Arteta's system, they could win the Champions League. So it could be this is how they're looking at the whole project, right? So I'm like, all right, man. People smash the like button. So I'm like, all right. So if Arsenal get him, would I be pissed off? I'll be sad, disappointed, but I would understand because listen, the way we finished 15th, whatever, these teams should not be looking at us right now, right? Most of these strikers should not be looking at us. You know, they should be like out there finding Champions League folks and whatever to try to sign for us. But we're able to pull in Cunha, and it looks like Mbeumo is on his way, right? So if he goes to Arsenal, I'll be like, you know what? I understand, right? Now, would Arsenal be pulling in a Gyokeres and a Sheshko? That will be completely mad, right? So we shall see. But of course, if he goes to Arsenal, I'm gonna hate every time. Just like the way I'm gonna hate on the one and only Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz at Liverpool, 150 million. Come on, that is ridiculous. But he's such a baller. People, smash that like button. I don't know what you're doing, people. Smash that like button. And if you're new, guys, I'm Luther. This is Man United Central. Welcome. So yeah, Liverpool, I'm jealous of you because getting Florian Wirtz, one of those top tens out there. Yeah, that's good work. That's good work. Now, how do we match Liverpool, people? We bring in a York, we bring in an Gyokeres, or we bring in a light Osherman, right? I keep on thinking of Osherman because where we are, where we are in this journey at Manchester United, we need a proper goal scorer. People, smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Come on, man. It's easy. Like, all right? Hit the like. Hit the like. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Come on. You got it. Hit the like. All right? So listen. We need a proven goal scorer. We need a proven goal scorer. And, of course, Xerxes coming in, yeah, he can do that. Now, if we don't get Xerxes, Arsenal decide to exercise their power, which they do, of what they can offer this guy in Gyokeres, which everything makes sense. Dude, you are Gyokeres. You're sitting here, and Arsenal is right here, telling you, dude, you may have wanted to go back to your to link up with your manager, right, Ruben Amorim. But look, we are Arsenal. We can give you the list of this. We could probably next season win challenge for the Premier League title. Maybe next season we can challenge for the Champions League based on you coming in and being our guy, right? That itself is a big sellable point. And then you look at Man United. What can we offer you? Yeah, once a week football. Basic. That's about it. And we can offer you something to say, you know what? I played for Manchester United, you know. And the only thing we can offer you is you could be the guy to help us climb back to the mountaintop, to be the winners that we are once again, right? That's all we can offer you. And listen, we can also offer you, Victor Gyokeres, the fact that everywhere you go in the world, people will recognize you because you are Manchester United player. It's just a Manchester United thing. It's not an Arsenal thing. Nobody cares about Arsenal. Nobody cares about City. But United. This is Manchester United we're talking about. Right? Victor. This is Manchester United we're talking about here. So listen, so those could be our selling points, right? Those could be our selling points. But we miss out on him. Of course. Can United pivot? Can they pivot? Can Manchester United pivot? Let me know, guys. Type in the chat, say yes or no. Can Manchester United pivot from Gyokeres? Yes or no in the chat right now. Let's go. All right. I'm going to hold. Let me know as I get a cold one. Can Manchester United pivot? Yes or no? Should they stick with Gyokeres? All right. So the way I'm thinking is this: um, if they decide to pivot, right? If they decide to pivot, I don't know why my leg is itching, man. I'm scratching my leg here. Um, Look, Gyokeres is our number one target, right? When you have a Gyokeres, Cunha, and Mbuemo coming at you as defenders, you'll be scared a little bit. No, you know what? You're gonna be scared quite a bit. All right, you're gonna be scared quite a bit because you know these guys are all killers. Now, the level of scaredness, is it the same if it's like Mbuemo, Cunha, and Gonzago Ramos from PSG? Is it the same for Cunha, Mbuemo, and Mateta? Are we going to be scaring people out of, or is it the same with um, Cunha, Mbuemo, and Vlahovic? Because we were linked to Vlahovic from Juve, right? Is it the same? I don't think so, right? Because whenever you have the proper bagsman of Gyokeres or Oshman, it rings different, man. It's just that it's different. Those defenders will have sleepless nights knowing that tomorrow I'm going to be facing these guys, right? And that's what we want, man. We're Manchester United we're talking about here. This is Manchester United we're talking about here. We've been doing these kind of deals forever. So if we lose on Gyokeres, right, because Arsenal presented a better proposal, a plan, whatever, I would understand. I will be pissed. I will be sad. I'll be disappointed. But it's understandable. They had more to offer compared to us. So if we were to lose on him, then we have to find a pivot. Now, the pivot should not be Mateta. It should be maybe Oshman because you want the creme de la creme, right? You want the creme de la creme. People, smash that like button if you haven't done so already. All right? Smash that like button. All right? Let me know. All right? Smash the like button. So what I'm saying is we need the top, right? We need the top. People, I am Luther. This is Man United Central. All right? Welcome to my kitchen. I just walked in, man. I went straight to say, you know what? I'm going to talk to my family. It was a long day for me today, man. I had a funeral and all this stuff. So I needed to offload, talk to you guys. It's helping me heal. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we need those proper goal scorers, right? And Osherman, Gyokeres, top of the bunch, right? And that's what we want. We want those guys. Because here's the thing. If we go for option B, C, D, whatever, because obviously as you're looking for players, Ruben Amorim and Ineos and them, they always have obviously choices, right? So if you miss on Gyokeres and Osherman, then you're gonna go down to Mateta, Ramos from PSG, and all these other ones, right? And Vlahovic from Juve. You know, We need to go for the ones that we want. Big guys, top guys who can give us goals. Let's go. Pennies, Liverpool on top. Yes, yes, yes. As a United fan, I'm gonna give you that one. Salute, Liverpool. So Liverpool, listen, pennies. Make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe. But you guys, you are, you know what? Listen, man. As a Man United fan, I am really hating on you guys right now. Because, guys, listen. If you don't know, Liverpool just signed Florian Wirtz for 150 million. Right? So, Liverpool, they just won their 20th. It took them forever because they're trying to get to our level. So, they get to our level, and what do? They put in 150 million on a player. Top player. Proper player. A legit player. So they're saying, yeah, it took us how long to get to 20? To get to Man United level? Because Man United at the top. Man United we were sitting on the top of the hill. United, we were the best club in the land. So Liverpool took them, I don't know how long to get to our level. So what do? They get to our level. And what do? They throw in 150 million on a proper player. Big up to Liverpool. I am hating you all big time. Pennies is saying no. What is it no for, man? What is it no for? I'm giving you your props, man. All right, Pennies. I'm giving you your props that you guys are a proper club. Sometimes, man. Listen, United fans, we hate Liverpool, no doubt, but sometimes you need to give them their flowers because they're a proper club, man. They run properly. They know what they need to do. It's one of them. It's one of them things, right? Don't just hate for no hating, right? It's one of those, right? People smash that like button. Come on, guys, hit the like button. Buemo signing. Listen, Buemo is gonna sign for us. I think I'm not worried about Buemo at all. I'm not worried about Buemo at all. I'm worried about Xerxes somewhat, but again, I think I'm being too dramatic here. That's about it. But I think Buemo is in the bag. I think Buemo is in the bag. So yeah, I think Buemo's in the back. Buemo has already told everybody, listen, man, I only want to join one club, the biggest club in the land. All right, I want to take my 20 goals plus to Old Trafford, and that's what he's trying to do. And I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen because I know there were stories out there. Oh, Thomas Frank goes to Tottenham. He may say, "Oh, Buemo, don't be a loser. Come over here. We can play Champions League football together. Don't stick with them people. They don't have anything to offer you, right? They don't have anything to offer you. Why would you want to go to Man United?" So we're gonna tell Thomas Frank, Thomas, this is Manchester United we're talking about, Thomas. This is Manchester United we're talking about. All right. Just in case you forgot. Because sometimes people do have amnesia and all this stuff, like they don't understand what is happening. That all these ballers, right? They're choosing Manchester United. All right. So again, big deal, but give me a second. Okay. Yeah. So it's definitely a big deal. We shall see. Let's see what he got. What do you get? Oh yeah, Buemo signed. Okay, yeah. So I think Buemo's gonna sign, and of course, having Buemo and Cunha, that already gives us quite a few goals, and both of them can kind of play as a 9. It could work, but it does not give us an out where we can go and get a crappy 9, right? We need to stick with the program here. We lose them on Gyokeres, we pivot to the one and only Oshman. Now, Oshman, the reason with him is he wants that contract, that guarantee. Say, listen, I'm going to sign, but I need to get my guarantee money. It doesn't matter where or how we finish in the league. I want to get my whatever X amount of dollars. Why does he want to do that? Because Man United, the way we've been rolling, I think other clubs do the same. Uh, it's kind of incentive based, right? You get a salary, you qualify for Champions League, you get more money. You're not in the Champions League next season, less money. You know, that's how it's been working. So, what Victor Osimhen is trying to do is to say, hey, you want to sign me? Cool. But this is how we're going to roll. I need my money guaranteed. Simple as that. All right. You go back to your lawyers and whatever and figure it out. But you can give me guaranteed money. I could probably sign for you. But again, just so you know, this is Victor Osimhen here saying, hey, listen, I like you guys, but there's a whole bunch of teams out here in the world trying to secure my services for next season. All right. So, United, what are you going to do? So, United turns around and say, okay, cool. I spoke to him. And what should we do? You know, what should we do? Ideally, you want to say, you know what? Yeah, what should be done? It's definitely a very tricky situation. Um, Definitely very tricky. So we shall see. We shall see what can be done. People smash that like button. But yeah, so it's one of those, man. It's kind of crazy. So, all right, let's see what you guys have here. All right. So, where was I? Yeah, so we shall see what's going to happen. So, in the next couple of days, obviously, we're going to hear a lot of news maybe on Arsenal, because Arsenal now they're looking at our boy, Gyokeres, right? We may get some news on Arsenal trying to secure his services. His agent was seen meeting with Arsenal folks. So, again, I will not be surprised if he does go to Arsenal, but we shall see. Um, yeah, we'll move on. We'll survive. We will survive. We'll survive. You know, we're united, man. We'll survive. But I was definitely expecting this window to be epic. But again, guys, the window just opened on June 1, and we already have a signing in Matthias Cunha. So don't despair. Don't sit there and be all pissed off like, oh, typical United. We're not lethal, whatever. Yeah, we did. We signed Cunha. All right, we signed Cunha the first window of the window opening. So it is okay. This couple of days we're not going to do much business, whatever. But when it opens up, life as usual, right? Life as usual. So it's definitely something very interesting when it happens. But we just move on. All right, we just move on. But let's see what else we got going on. All right, cool. I see what you guys are saying. Let's see what else is going on in the news, man. Da, da, da. All right, cool. Let's see what is happening in the news. Brentford demand six. This is according to Chart Dakar. Brentford demand 6 million for Brian Buemo, with talks ongoing with Manchester United. That's a reasonable amount. Let's see what else is going on. Big up to Stretford Paddock for reaching 800,000 subscribers. Big up to them. That's amazing. Amazing for Stratford Paddock getting 800 subs. Can we do it? Of course we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You guys, myself, this family, we're gonna get to that number. Actually, we're gonna go straight up to 1 million. But right now, let's get to at least 3,000. Let's get to 3,000, and then we can take it from there. All right, 3,000. Take it from there. All right, back to United News. All right, what else is going on? Guys, anything happened today that you want to discuss and talk about? Let us know. Let us know. I think the main deal was today, man, with the Gyokeres thing. Gyokeres being pissed off, and he didn't want to deal with it, whatever. But it was definitely interesting. All right, let's see anything else interesting happening before we jump out of here, because this was supposed to be a quick one, man. It was supposed to be a quick one where we can jump on here and chat about what's happening to our club, United. But listen, if nothing, we did it. Let's go. I appreciate you all for smashing the like button, hitting the subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.